Hello and welcome. This is Vickery's Verdict, a report by Mark Vickery from Rodney Parade, Newport County against Cambridge United on the 9th of April 2016. The attendance was 2,330. Pre-match thoughts. Both sides need to win for different reasons. County need to inject some width to their game and take their chances. Conditions were cool, sunny, quite windy, pitch in firmer condition. Summing up our performance in one statement. Better than Yeovil, but lacked belief and quality to punish opponents. Turning point. John Lewis missed chance inside the area before soft Cambridge goal. County manager Warren Feeney made 3 changes to freshen the pack, with Hughes and Barrow replacing Donacien and O'Sullivan respectively, who were substitutes. County striker Linnell John Lewis was back from a calf injury sustained in early January to replace Suleiman Koulibaly, who was on the bench. County made some positive moves early in the game with some attacking intent on the right flank to test Cambridge left back Dunk. Rodman provided a couple of early crosses into the box which eluded runs from Bowden and John Lewis. Cambridge had the benefit of the keen wind in the first half and elected to play direct with some hopeful balls in behind which were overplayed. County had a good situation on 10 minutes when Jones played a direct ball from deep which held back in the wind. John Lewis was alert to the loose ball and did well to carry a strong run beyond Coulson, who was thankful for leg to intercept with a low shot from 20 yards just wide of the left post. County kept probing away down both channels, using the ball well in the wind, and Barrow made some strong runs to support on the left channel, but the final ball was lacking verve. Cambridge eased their way into the game with some better approach play on the right flank involving Dunn and Williamson, opting to play on the break. Cambridge created a decent move midway through the first half when they worked crosses quickly from the right side from quick throws, but County were able to clear the danger with Jones and Holmes making important interventions. Cambridge gained confidence from their approach play and went close on 25 minutes when Davis was pushed off the ball on the left flank. With no free kick forthcoming, Dunn was quick to exploit the space and found Ledson, who made a strong supporting run inside before blasting a good effort from 20 yards, which Day did well to parry away. County continued to measure passes forward, with John Lewis doing well to hold the ball, despite little protection from the referee. County were nearly caught out on 28 minutes when Cambridge broke quickly from deep, shifting play well from left to right, and Ledson found Dunn in space on the left side of the area, but his low effort went into the side netting. The game became increasingly scrappy as half-time approached, with a persistent pulling and grabbing in midfield being left unpunished. Cambridge were happy to stifle play and County got dragged into it, and despite winning a few corners, County lacked power to threaten. Cambridge maintained their opportunist tact of absorbing play and flooding players forward from deep, with Ledson and Spencer flirting with goal from low shots in and around the edge of the area. On the stroke of half-time, Cambridge worked one of their more patient moves and it nearly paid dividends, with Berry thrashing a shot from 20 yards just over the bar. County started the second half like they were still in the dressing room. Cambridge made the most of the space offered, switching play well from left to right, and Spencer did well to hold off a weak challenge by Hughes and clip a shot against the left post from the edge of the area. County persisted down their right flank with Holmes and Rodman forcing the issue, but Cambridge were let off the hook with crosses unable to find players County had inside the area. County had a great chance to forge ahead on 56 minutes when they were ball coming down the left flank. Elito did well to carry his run and play a clever ball inside for John Lewis, who did well to fend off a challenge by leg and force his way into the area, but he scooped his effort over the bar from 12 yards with the keeper committed. Cambridge held the ball better for a time with some moves across the face of the County penalty box. On 63 minutes, Cambridge had an opportunity when Dunk moved forward to support from left midfield, but his low shot from the left side of the area fizzed wide of the left post. Dunk had been moved forward at half-time, with Clark moving in to let back, and he lost possession on 66 minutes. Clark was left exposed and forced into an ugly low foot up challenge on Holmes, which got a booking when he lost possession on 66 minutes. Cambridge was showing signs of vulnerability, but County imploded on 68 minutes after being in a good situation. Barrow went on a run down the right flank deep inside the Cambridge half, and despite forcing well into the area, his cross was tame, allowing Cambridge to turn defence into attack. With Barrow out of position, County were unable to prevent Dunn forcing his way down the right side of the area and slot home with a low shot into the corner. County made a change soon after, with Aina replacing Barrow in left midfield. County made efforts to pick up their game, adding to the corner count, but continued to offer little present or threat inside the area from set pieces. On 75 minutes, an excellent County corner from the left side by Byrne was begging to be nodded home after Cambridge allowed it to flash through dangerously, but County had nobody alert to the ball. County made another change on 78 minutes, with Holmes pulling up with an injury and was replaced by Donacien, and another soon followed with Bolden replaced by Koulibaly. County pressed in the final 10 minutes with some forceful runs, with Alito seeing plenty of the ball, but the opportunities to hurt Cambridge, County seemed reluctant to shoot or meet the byline. On 85 minutes, Furlong was booked for a clumsy challenge on John Lewis, who had won the ball ahead of the defender. On 90 minutes, County had a free kick in a threatening area near the D, but Koulibaly curled his effort wide of the right post. In the 6 minutes of injury time, Cambridge were happy to run down the clock, holding the ball comfortably in the corners with a physical strength over County. County made their final change, with Simpson replacing Williamson. There was a late opportunity for County when they were awarded a free kick just inside their own half after a foul on Jones. The ball went down the middle, causing anxiety for Cambridge, who struggled to clear, and the ball sat up for Hughes, but he thrashed his volley from 10 yards over the ball when he should have hit the target. Player ratings. Day 6. Again, certainly not overworked, but was alert to deal with crosses, punching well. Kicking was a little erratic, but alert to divert some shots from distance. Holmes 6. Made efforts to push on throughout the match, but a lot of the crosses were hopeful more than searching. Took a couple of knocks second half. Davis 6. Did well in the air and distributed pretty well from deep, especially into the wind, but slow to cover space offered on their goal. Jones 7. Offered strength to hold off several untidy challenges and distributed well. Dominated in the air and offered the most threat on set pieces. Barrow 5. Started brightly and worked right back early on before fading. Got caught well out of position in move that led to the Cambridge goal. Hughes 5. Did alright in the air and cleared effectively, but backed off a couple of runs, allowing too much space for shots and crosses. Rodman 5. Some bright spells but lacked influence to test weaker Cambridge left side. Worked space for several crosses, but they lacked precision and verve. Byrne 6. In and out of the game. Directed some decent set pieces, but never really took the game by the scruff of the neck like he can. Alito 5. Frustrating game. Wasted possession several times in decent areas and took the decision not to shoot. Not enough drive to get to the byline and work defenders. John Lewis 8. Got a decent 90 minutes after layoff and shielded ball well under pressure. Was always a threat inside the penalty area, but didn't happen enough. Bolden 6. Tried to play off John Lewis, but not always on the same wavelength. Worked hard throughout, but restricted to a couple of hopeful shots on the turn. SWOT analysis of the opponents. Strengths. They were quick to turn defence into attack and got a fair quota of shots in from distance. Snapped and worked hard to protect the lead. Weaknesses. Both fullbacks were ordinary, especially left side. They struggled to maintain possession on time and got away with several untidy challenges. Opportunities. Were less direct after half time, and persistence with right flank paid off. Put Clark left back in place of Dunk to counter the threat County had on the right. Threats. Betty and Williamson were strong with runs from deep and used the ball well. Dunn and Spencer prepared to shoot. Officials. D. England 7. Frustrated, he let a lot of the grabbing and pulling go unpunished, but generally consistent. Man of the match. John Coulson, Cambridge number 14. Did well to stifle, intercept and sweep up danger, making some important headers. If you were Warren Feeney, what would you do? County offered more width to their game in spells, but the quality offered from crosses deep in the final third was never really going to prize a clear-cut opening. When County did shake hands with the byline, they looked threatening, but couldn't pick out the men they had inside the area. Indecision continues to undermine County, with them either unprepared to take responsibility with the ball or snatching at chances inside the box. They were most vulnerable today when they lost possession cheaply inside the Cambridge half. County need to get some belief back and confidence in their approach play. They have the tools, and when John Lewis plays the deeper striking role inside the area, they will always be a threat with the runners they have. County had several corners again today and worked some good short routines, but need to be more streetwise to finish off average opponents like Cambridge. County will now face Stevenage, knowing that a win will probably seal safety, but will need to match their endeavour and offer more guile inside the final third. Thank you very much. That's Mark Vickery's verdict on Newport County against Cambridge United. Thank you very much.